It's the National Football League.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his third season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion.
Let's go.
That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On third down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year. But it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll toss this right side to Hubbard. Ooh, the juke.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here is Young. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. They run the option left with Lawrence. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. But you look at this defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Lawrence to throw. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing quickly. This is caught by Kirk. For Kirk, there's a peek at the numbers in last week's game. 4 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this. He's going to be so eager to run routes in this one and try and get to the end zone at least 2 more times. 10 is a key number. Really signifies that you've had a big year.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Ready. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready, ready.
A give running right. It's Hubbard to about the 40-yard line. The Panthers at 14-1 now on the year, and they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Young on third down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
He'll air one out deep from Mingo. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Again, it'll be Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Hey, hey, hey. Hot. Here we go, so hot.
They're running the jet sweep with Jones. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now Lawrence. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On the counter, Etienne. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is taken at the 23. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. And you know where I'm going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
Be more. You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You don't.
I'm not good enough to play in a fantasy game. I enjoy watching
you do it. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Young to throw it. He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Lawrence will throw. A short throw to Ingram. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Here's Lawrence. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Lawrence going to throw again. That is caught. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Forced out to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Final play of the half. Young. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
It's Young off play action.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Young. Looking long for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
There he goes left side. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 24.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Young will set to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here is Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 70.
And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And he stopped immediately there.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And taken right on the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a toss. Hubbard going left.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Now a toss play for Hubbard.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Let's go.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. On play action, Young. Checks this down to Hubbard.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Back now in Jacksonville, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Young from the shotgun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
from the red zone now. Young. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Let's go now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Strike.
Following the interception, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Tommy Tremble.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles. And it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason. That's what we're always striving for.
Right, let's go.
But I think we get it during the regular season, too. Because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulled out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence eluding the pressure right.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
A good pickup there, a 22.
After the costly interception late, good job by him to keep it himself that time. Just tuck it, run it, and scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another chance at taking it away from you.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Screenplay, here's ETN.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
107 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll give this to Hubbard running right.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Holding offense. What's up, man?
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Ready?
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Now Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Lawrence will throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And Young's going to throw it here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
He'll air one out deep for Mingo.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of